Let's do our foundation in just a few minutes using multiple shades that are going to just be in one layer, all cream, which ladies, you need this if you have mature skin, and even if you don't have mature skin, it's so good, it's so hydrating, it will not settle into your fine lines. And the best part of this whole thing is it's in this one compact, which is completely customizable for you. Let's go. The first thing I'm going to do is take some mango highlight. This one is one I use for my color correcting, so I'm going to start with that and just place it on the areas where I need to color correct. Using the small end of my detail brush, I'm just placing my mango highlight anywhere I have redness or little blemishes. Next, I'm going to take a little bit of this color. It is called Frenchie. It's actually a lip and cheek shade, and it is one that I like to sometimes use under my eyes for the dark circles. Next, I'm going to take my contour. This is called Cedar. I'm going to take the big end of my brush here and just place it in a big 3 on my face. I like to use the large end of my detail brush and place it on my forehead first, and then I go on my cheekbone. I go high on my cheekbone. This creates the most lifted look. And then I just kind of like to blend as I go. That's kind of my method. You can do it different ways if you like. I'm taking the small end now to do my jawline, starting under the earlobe and just making sure to go right underneath the jawline and not on top. This is important. And then I'm going to add a little bit under my lip and then blend everything down into my neck from the jawline, and on my cheekbone I blend up. The forehead I blend into the hairline. Next, I'm going to take my brightening highlight. This is another part of my foundation, and just place that in the areas it needs to go. This highlight shade is called Versailles, and it's my favorite. I like to go in my inner corners and then at the outer corners, and I avoid the under eye area, and I create a lift on the outer corner, and then I go in the center of the forehead, center of the chin, above the cupid's bow, and down the center of the nose. This just hits the center of my face where the light would naturally hit, creating that 3D effect. Finally, I'm going to take my main shade. I'm using it last. The rest of my foundation is on, so I only need to put this where I need a little more coverage and just to fill in the gaps. This is Athens Highlight. Just taking the large end of my detail brush here and dabbing into Athens and just placing it in the areas that need a little bit of coverage, and everything is just going to come together here with one brush. It's amazing. Next, I'm just going to do a little bit of extra. I'm going to take my contour here on the edge of this brush and just do a little nose contouring. This is like an extra step that you can just totally ignore. If you just want to slim the nose or just play with it a little bit, you can do that. I'm going to add a little bit under the lip. Let us now add some lip and cheek. Today I'm going to use Madrid. Dabbing in with my finger because our lip and cheek shades are highly pigmented. This is a satin shade, by the way, which gives even more pigment. And then I just dab it in with the brush, going above the cheekbone and into the temple area. Back into my contour for a little lip liner. This is just a very subtle lip lining technique. I'm only using the small end of this brush instead of a lip lining brush, just to kind of give it a little bit of definition. Now I'm just going into that same color that was on my cheeks, the color Madrid, and I'm just going to place that all over. I highly recommend Madrid in your palette. It is such a versatile shade all year round. I'm going to top off my lips with a little balm. Next, I'm going to finish off with a little illuminator. This is Rose Gold. This is a cream illuminator. I'm just putting it on the very high points of my cheekbone, above my blush, a little bit on my nose, in my cupid's bow, and on my brow bone. This will just catch the light and give a pretty glow. There you have it. An easy and quick custom makeup routine to get you going and making you feel your best. If you have any questions about this makeup, I would be so happy to help you, and I can give you a free color match to help you get started with a custom palette that is made just for you. Thanks for watching.